Hello everybody, Peter here, down in the man shed. Hoping we find you well. I'm pleased to say that after 2 to 3 weeks I'm now on the mend. I've not had the dreaded you know what. I don't think I have. No, I've had the conventional cold. But with me, when I have a cold, and this was a particularly bad one, it ends up with getting onto the throat and resulting in a cough. And of course, at this moment in time, the last thing anybody wants to hear is someone going around with a cough. But you know, I'm a retired man, so I'm lucky. I've got the shed layout to play with, and I've got my garden to keep myself occupied and be out in the fresh air. So self-isolation and everything is not too bad a hardship for me. I've got this thing to keep me going. Nothing's happened to the layout, not needed to be honest. It's all up and running and it's going well. However, the last thing that I was doing, and you're looking at it now, is the last incarnation of the track cleaning wagon. It's all completely finished now. Painted the roof black, axle hubs have been painted yellow. It's had under the orange warning line around the roof line, danger of electrification, and some transfers as well about the warning of electrification as well. So that's being done now, and I'm really chuffed with it, because what started out to be an HO wagon is now in all, it's looking very much a 00 wagon now. You can see the conventional coupling at the front, so it can couple up to any loco, because I've got Hunt couplings on virtually everything now, guys. I love them to pieces. They run so well on this layout. I'll just move her along so you can see what it now looks like as it with against the 00 wagon carriage of the Hornby track maintenance. So she's fitted with the Hunt couplings there to the carriage, and the second carriage again, and that's close couplings, and that's brilliant, isn't it? The gap is not, it's fantastic. I mean, bearing in mind that's a second radius curve and track that is going around. The Hunt couplings are doing a fantastic job. And yeah, so well happy, because it's a train, but because of what I've done to that gauge master cleaning, it's just running the train at, what looks to be a train is actually doing a little bit of maintenance. It's buffing up the old track. I wouldn't say you could just use it as a standalone product. I would still use it in conjunction with your other track cleaning regimes, but certainly it's I can't remember the last time I've gone round with a track cleaning rubber. I mean, I've been coming down here now, and although it's been cold nights, the layout's been running well. And if I feel that maybe the track needs, just to make sure it is running at its best, I just put this train out, and I can enjoy running a train, but knowing that it's actually buffing up the track surfaces. So yeah, very happy. Class 66 running in the front. No, it's not the Hattons, it's a Bachmann. Oh dear. I was thinking of getting my hands on the Hatton version, the sound fitted one at that, but I've missed the boat. They've all sold. But do you know what, guys, I'm not so sure if that was not too bad a thing. With the first release came out and people got their models before Christmas, there were issues. The hub centres, for one, popping off. A wibbly wobbly running as well. The fact that when the loco's running, it's actually wobbling. And guess what? In the latest batch of YouTube videos out there, even though Hatton said they would address the issues of the axle hubs and I don't know, other bits and pieces, it doesn't look like it's worked. Now, I've watched one unboxing video where the guy opens up his pride and joy, and when he gets the model out from its ice cube packaging, he's got no fewer than about 6 axle hubs missing. And then they weren't in the box, they were missing, so the model never even got shipped with them fitted. They obviously fell out before the model was packed. So you think, okay, Hatton's always been pretty good, they say just get onto them and they would send you out new ones. Well, guess what, they've now run out, so they haven't got any new ones to send out. So if you are unfortunate enough to have bought one and you have got that issue, you're not going to get your replacements anytime soon, not until they get more from China, whenever that's going to happen. So yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not my model club, the director, the chairman from that, he's got no fewer than 3 that he ordered that's been delivered, and so they're fine. They weren't the sound fitted ones, they were DCC ready. I think one had a DCC chip in it, and he's not got a layout to run it up and down properly, but he's got a bit of track that he says it's running fine and he's had no issues. So well done, Greg, that's his name. I'm glad that's worked out for you, but there's certainly too many videos out there where people are saying, oh, nevertheless, oh, this is alright, oh, it's wonderful, this, that and the other, and then, but I'm sorry, for the price, it has to be a little bit better than hit or miss. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, there's plenty. You can get the DCC ready ones, they're available. But I've got on to Richard at Roads and Rails, because I know he was going to do a project whereby he would fit a sound chip and his own speaker arrangement. But they've run out of sound chips. His supplies dried out, so they've got to get more from Germany or somewhere. So even if I was to get a DCC ready one, I can't get no sound chip to put in it, and I think you've got to be careful which sound decoder you put in there, because it's got to have a certain number of functions, otherwise you won't get all the lighting features. It seems the way the Hattons have got the thing made with a PCB board, that if you don't get the right chip, not all the functions will be working. So it's all not happening at the moment. So never mind. However, I mean, one of the things I would have done, or 2 things I would have done as soon as I would have got one, had I got one, is to get the body shell off and then try to work out how to get that cab end out. So, because I would have straight away, I would fit a driver in it, because everyone's saying what a super detailed cockpit it is, when they put the cabin light on, if it's fitted. And I think to myself, well, yeah, it is a lovely looking interior, but it's showing the fact that there's no driver in there, so turn it off so you can't notice it when it's going around. And the other thing I would have done, and I suppose it's because I'm so used to my Bachmann 66s, I would change the direction of travel. I prefer my 66s to the number 1 cab end being the exhaust end of the locomotive, whereas Hattons, for some reason or other, their number 1 cab seems to be underneath the grille section, which is totally different to all my other 66s. So I would have changed the direction if at all possible. Still, hey, but there we are. Nothing new to report really. As I say, the layout is running really fine. I'm happy with that Gauge Master, with the fact it's now looking at a 00 wagon as opposed to a HO. Those 2 Hornby wagons are probably the last things I bought. We did a show, must be 2 or 3 weeks ago, which was obviously one of the last railway model shows to be held. That was down at East Grinstead. And then after all that, everything's been shut down, all the exhibitions and whatever, and our clubs and everything's shut down. So yeah, I picked up those 2 Network Rail wagons there, and they go together with the cleaning wagons very, very good. Makes a nice little maintenance train. The close couplings, as I said, I bought some more, and I absolutely adore them. I've got the Flying Scotsman is completely fitted with close couplings, so that's the end of the tender. Because it's a corridor tender, I stuck, unlike my other locomotives, I've actually stuck a close coupling, magnetic coupling on the end of the tender, so that when it connects to its first carriage it's close coupled, and it absolutely looks fantastic. I'll do you a video. I've got to get it out of the box, but the 4 Bachmann carriages, and the fact that it's coupled onto the back of the Scotsman as a close coupling as well, it really looks brilliant, and I can run it backwards just as quickly as it will run forwards. With these couplings are absolutely brilliant. So well done, Hunt Couplings, well done. As I said, I've got some ready for whatever other carriages I've got to do, or wagons, because on my little layout they are a godsend. But there you are. So I'm hoping you're all keeping safe. All having to do this lockdown, what else can we do? I'm lucky that I can come out here and give the wife a break from me, and vice versa, and come and play trains. But as regards what other stuff to do on the layout yet, no, you know, still waiting for the weather to pick up a little bit. It's not too bad out there at the moment, but it got a little bit nice and warm, and then it's gone back to being chilly again. But with everything that's going on in the world, it's not the end of the, you know, it's I can carry on waiting. But yeah, so been watching your videos, and Alan and Dragon Junction, your new regime of having live sessions. Well, crikey. Robert, you're building your layout in the loft. Dave, no doubt, is concocting some fantastic bit of filming, no doubt, that he's going to come out with. But no, as myself, I've just hopefully getting better, keep my head down, trying to keep safe from this crazy situation at the moment. Hope we all get through it, and maybe wait for the next Hatton's release to see what if there's been any improvements. But no, I was a bit disappointed. I think to find things like nameplates haven't been glued on. The sound, the actual fact, you know, there's been some sound ones out there, and I'm not all that bothered about having a deep booming sound. I'm not sure if I like it or not, so that's why I was hoping to see what Richard at Rhodes and Reynolds would have come up with, and see what version of decoder he would be using, and if, you know, on his version that he would be able to get all the functions working, because you know, that might be the way to go. So, you know, but we'll see. Anyway, I wish you all the very, very best, everybody. As I say, doing all right, just keeping my head down, and playing trains. So I hope it's the same for you guys. So love and leave you, all the very best, but it's bye bye for now. See you guys, bye.